Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another manga chapter review. I am the Rat, and this is The Rat's Nest. Today, we are once again back with My Star. I don't think anyone calls it that. I make that joke every day. It's so stupid. Oshi no Ko. We have returned once again. We're back with Peak, and this time we got stand stats. We finally got stand stats for all the characters. So this was a really, really good chapter. I enjoyed it. Obviously, a lot more information kind of about 15-Year Lie and kind of who everyone is playing. That's the big thing, is we get to see everyone's characters. We get to see everyone's stand stats, as well as some fun little dialogue and some interesting little dialogue in places, and a fun little ending. So I think that we had better just get right into it then. So, stand stats. We did. We come in and we get to see that they're reading the script today. Some dialogue. Aqua and Ruby. We get to see their stand stats. So Aqua has no S's, 1 A in popularity. Ruby has 1 S. Just basically saying, oh yeah, we've got a lot of money tied into this. And then Ruby's like, and yet, what is someone like her doing here? It's Crow Girl. Hi, Crow Girl. Someone like me, that's quite the greeting. For your information, I'm the child actor who was chosen to play Child A and Child B in this movie. Yes, I'll be playing you when you were little. So we also get to see who everyone is playing. So obviously Ruby is I, and Aqua is Kamiki, is Hikaru Kamiki. So it'll be interesting to see the Aqua Ruby makeout session in this movie. I can't wait. Crow Girl stand stats are all a question mark. That means that she is obviously GER. That means that Crow Girl is the strongest character in this series, and she neg-diffs literally everyone else in the entire show. Okay, whatever. She says, my stage name is Tsukuyomi. You'd better treat me kindly. Again, as I mentioned last time, I'm not the most educated whenever it comes to kind of looking at, like, okay, all the Oshinoko theories and whatnot and everything. So I don't know if this is the name of, like, one of, like, the gods or something. But it's interesting to have a name for Crow Girl that I'm never going to use, and I will forget because she is Crow Girl. Obviously, Ruby isn't too happy to have her here. It's interesting. She didn't really make like a big deal about it. She says, "Just don't get in our way." And Crow Girl goes, "I've done nothing but help, haven't I?" And we get to see Mem and Ruby have a fun little interaction, and then here in comes Frill. And Mim's a big fan of hers, but it turns out that Frill's also a big fan of Mim. Just some fun little back and forth dialogue here. Funny panel of Mim with her self-esteem going up. Mim once again showing why she's the choice for adult men, ignoring the fact that she's the only adult. We get to see that Frill, other than Crow Girl, who is GER, has the strongest stand stats with 2 S's and the rest of our all A's. It's kind of insane that she has a higher internet social media than Mem. I would think that if anyone would have an S in that, it would be Mem with her stand. So stupid. Why'd they give us the stand stats? That's crazy. But Frill is Airi Himikawa. So obviously pulling in Hikaru's past with her into this, and as we'll see at the end of the chapter. And then Mem is one of the members of B Komachi. Some little dialogue between Kana and Akane. Good to see their stats. Both of them are playing B Komachi people. Both of them have an S in acting, which I think is cool. Akane, less internet social media. Kana C popularity. Kana bro's seething right now, bro. We are so in this. I will say, here's an interesting thing. I don't know if this was translation or whatever, but it looks like Akane should have a B or a C singing skill. Probably it's a C singing skill. But she has it says D there, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Whatever. We get to see Melt is here with Himikawa. I think Taiki, is that his name? I'm trying to fully remember. Melt is here. Let me say, my jaw, the floor, extremely intimate meeting whenever it was revealed that Melt is playing Goro. Extremely intimate meeting between the two of them. I literally paused. It's still it's just seeing that it's like dang, like Aqua isn't holding anything back with this script, which is also interesting because I guess at this point, everyone but us, the readers, know everything about it because they had the script read through, right? So I guess the question is what's the result going to be? And I think that whenever the movie does like release, that's when we, the audience, will get to see it. Like we'll get to see it from the movie perspective of everything that happened. And maybe whenever the movie airs, we just plainly get to see everything that happened. It'd be very, very interesting. I don't know how they're going to do it, but my jaw on the floor with Goro, because they're going to show his death. That's kind of insane. Ryosuke is in here as well. But, you know, they're doing the script reading, the costume fitting. So here is the bit of dialogue that I want to kind of look into. I admittedly don't understand. So we get the director going, I don't know where Aqua found her. That child actor isn't bad at all. Yada, 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 all that stuff. And here comes the problem. And we get to see Ruby saying, I'm sorry, I can't love you. And he goes, this line. It seems to be the actual line spoken by Ai on the DVD she gave to Aqua. Aqua realized that Ai saw the true nature of Hikaru Kamiki and wrote it into the script as a parting word. And Ruby, like her brother, interpreted it as a parting word and acted it out. But that's the scene. What does this mean? I really don't know. So, I'm sorry, I can't love you. So, Aqua realized that I saw the true nature of Hikaru Kamiki and wrote it into the script as a parting word. It seems to be the actual line spoken by Ai on the DVD she gave to Aqua. Ruby, like her brother, interpreted it as a parting word and acted it out. But that's so like the way that I'm looking at this and interpreting this is it's saying this line, I'm sorry, I can't love you. Like is saying that it seems to be the actual line spoken by Ai according to the DVD she gave to Aqua. And then Aqua realized that she saw the true nature of Hikaru, wrote it into the script, and Ruby interpreted it the same. And he goes, but that's. So does the director know something more about this? Does the director know something more about Ai and Hikaru's relationship? Like, that's what I'm taking from it, but I didn't take the director for a character to know something like that. I mean, maybe I'm forgetting something, but I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm getting from it, right? Is he's basically saying that, you know, that's how Aqua's interpreting it. This line is a problem, but so theoretically he's saying that that's not correct. So did I not see the true nature of Hikaru Kamiki? But then why would she put it on the DVD that she gave to Aqua? And then Aqua's interpretation of that, why would that be wrong? One, why would it be wrong? You know, I could simply have hid it, wanted to hide it from her kids or whatever. Well, how does the director know? Was he the one that I gave the tapes to? No, he was, wasn't he? He was the one that recorded them, I think. So then why are they different? What is he cooking? What does he know? He was the one that recorded Ai. I'm like 97% sure of that. He's the one that held on to the tapes themselves. So he knows something. But how would he know? Because I thought the tapes were Ai revealing her true self. So why would it be different? Maybe Hikaru broke it off with Ai? That can't be true. I don't know. It's very interesting. That's the deep dialogue dive of the day. Where the director knows something. But the question is, what does he know? Does he know? That's so true. That's very true. So continuing on, get some dialogue between Kana and Aqua. And she goes, geez, once again, what a script. I heard that you wrote it. You have quite the hidden talent, don't you? He goes, just the outline. The director fixed most of it. I can't build from the ground up. She goes, that's possibly true. But in the end, what really touches you is whether or not there's hatred in this work. In that sense, it's outstanding. It's a good script. So, again, kind of another deep dive. Maybe not as deep. In the end, what really touches you is whether or not there's hatred in this work. So does that mean that it's not purely like an attack against Hikaru? is she saying, is Kana saying that it's up to interpretation as to whether or not there's hatred in the work? As to whether or not there's hatred in the script, like in the way that Aqua wrote it? Like, so it's up to the audience's interpretation as to whether or not Hikaru was a bad person? I don't think that would be the case. I don't think Aqua would write that. She says it's a good script. It's interesting. I don't know exactly what she means by that. But my thought is that whether or not there's hatred in this work is that it's almost ambiguous as to like there's hints of it, but there's nothing definitive to say there's hatred in it. So maybe it's also like a piece of respect, using the word respect very loosely there. I don't know. It's really interesting. I just don't know. So continuing on, we get some more really good dialogue. Or Mem goes, "I saw it on the news, so I knew. But after all that's happened, it's amazing that both Ruby and Aquaton we're still able to get back on their feet, don't you think?" And Akane goes, "They haven't recovered, neither Aqua-kun nor Ruby-chan." That's true. I don't think there's too much to dive into there. That's true. Akane recognizes that. I'm pretty sure Mem kind of recognized that as well, but just this being said to her, she was just kind of trying to be positive as she is. Again, Memcho, the men's choice of Oshinoko waifu. We get to see a couple other actors. Tomato Jan. I admittedly don't remember her if she's been in here before. She has the lowest stand stats of anyone we've seen. She's playing Miyako. I don't know how much of a role Miyako had early on. It's really more Saito. We'll see. We'll see. He goes, "A true story, huh?" We get Tomo Ayabe, who's playing Ryosuke, who has pretty good singing skills. He has solid stand stats. We get like the second most insane stand stats. This random guy, Norio Mita, playing Ichigo. Maybe we've seen him before. I don't know if we've seen any of these characters before. I can't remember. Maybe not. And they're like, "It's a true story. The movie will cause a lot of gossip. It's going to be a wild ride, but it's definitely interesting." And we get Taiki, and we get some good dialogue between him and Aqua goes, "I'm sorry, Himikawa-san. The script is most painful for you, isn't it?" And he's like, "It's okay. It's not like I'm giving out my real name here. It was my mother's fault for being infected and corrupted by this world of entertainment." I'm not going to read too much into that and say that the world of entertainment is something to do with Hikaru. I do like the idea that she was the one who came onto Hikaru, and that kind of fucked him up a little bit. And so maybe this is what he's saying, like, your mom started all this, and she was infected and corrupted by this world of entertainment. I like that theory. I almost think I'll formally subscribe to it. But I don't know how much of a supernatural aspect Hikaru has, because kind of looking at last chapter, it's like, why the hell then is Crow Girl like why are the gods trying to smite this guy? That's the age-old question. Taiki has some insane stand stats as well. 3 S's, 1 B. I might even say he's like the second most insane stand stat. No. How did I miss the fact that this guy had 4 S's up there? But Taiki has 3 S's. We get to see everyone in their Bikomachi get-ups. Long hair Kana bros are winning now. Mem being best girl as always. We get to see Akane in the back. He goes, "What about Ruby? What do you think? This wig is amazing, isn't it? I heard it's super expensive. Do I look like I?" And we get a panel. It's just I. it's just I. Akane goes, "Jeans are cool after all." I wonder. I don't know. Aqua probably won't have a huge reaction to it. I don't know. Maybe he will. I think there could be some funny interactions there between Ruby, and Aqua. It'll be very, very interesting to see. I think just how the movie is portrayed and everything. Obviously, Ruby looks exactly like I here. It's gonna be really interesting to see if we just get to see flashbacks of the characters doing their thing. Or if we get to see, what you call it, or if we get to see like the movie So like our characters acting as characters, acting everything out to sea. Maybe we get it from Hikaru's perspective, where we see that he goes and watches the movie and then we get to see it. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. I don't know what roles we had or had not confirmed before this, but getting to see everyone's roles, getting to see their stand stats, funny. But this was a really, really good chapter. Again, just kind of more hints on the fire of, okay, what is like the director doing? What's his role here? What is like Crow Girl and her whole objective? Crow Girl wasn't the last chapter was Crow Girl's chapter, but there were definitely some interesting things. The script and the movie itself being a big mystery. It's one of those rare things where all the characters know, but we, the audience, don't. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how it's portrayed. I don't know how much longer we have until we get to see it. I know it's at least 2 weeks, though, because Oshinoko's on break, which sucks. But it's been really fun to have back for the past 3 weeks. So I guess a break week is okay. Not thrilled about it, but we'll take what we can get. Just getting closer and closer to the movie, man. It's insane. Chapters have been great recently. I can't wait for the next one, but the bisexual devil strikes again. At least next week we got Chainsaw Man, though. We had a break this week. So next week we got Chainsaw Man, but no Oshino Peak. That's devastating. But with all that said, if you're this far in the video, then obviously there's something you liked. So make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment telling me what your favorite part of this chapter was. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.